Have you ever felt like someone was trying to break you down and control you? Well, you may be dealing with a narcissist. And the fact is that they're known to using different dirty tactics over their chosen victim. And in this video, we're going to expose 12 of their favorite tactics. Because the fact is, these tactics are often so subtle and sneaky that it can be difficult to recognize them until it's too late. People often dismiss them and think it's a one-time thing, not realizing it's been happening too often. Worse, they don't know it's a narcissist's way of manipulating them. So let's dive in and learn how to spot these tactics so you can protect yourself. Number 1. They love bomb you. At the start of a romantic relationship, the narcissist might love bomb you. In particular, they'll overwhelm you with compliments, gifts, and sweet gestures. But the truth is, those acts weren't as genuine as they seemed. It's all part of their manipulative chameleon effect. They use love bombing as a strategy to win your trust and take control. Number 2. They show disinterest in your interests. If there's a type of music you love or a hobby you're passionate about, a narcissist might brush it off like it doesn't matter. They even might say something like, "So what? Why should I care about what you're interested in?" It's worse when you pursue that interest. They'll criticize or judge you just for enjoying what you love. Number 3. They isolate you from others, especially your loved ones. Another way a narcissist will try to break you down is by cutting you off from your support system. Whether it's friends, family, or coworkers who truly care about you, they'll find sneaky ways to create distance between you and them, and you might not even notice it at first. To isolate you, they might say you don't really need those relationships. Or, even worse, they'll start spreading lies to sabotage them to make you feel you should avoid those people. Their goal is to isolate you from the people who bring positivity and support into your life so they can have total control over you. Number 4. They turn people against you. This relates to the previous tactic. Sometimes a narcissist will go after the people closest to you, like your loved ones, not just to isolate you, but to turn them against you. They'll twist the story to make you look like the bad guy when, in reality, you're the victim. They often do this in a self-righteous way, saying things like, "I'm the better person in this family. That person doesn't stop hurting others," when the truth is the exact opposite. For instance, if you're already parents, they might drag your kids and relatives into it and act like they're the perfect parent while making you look bad. This is called parental alienation, and it's one of the most selfish and hurtful things they can do. Number 5. They disregard your preferences and boundaries. A narcissist won't respect your boundaries or individuality. To them, your preferences are just an inconvenience, and they're not likely to honor them. Instead, they'll expect you to go along with what they want. Over time, this can chip away at your sense of self, making you rely more on them for validation and approval. Number 6. They require you to be loyal to them. Narcissists have a way of breaking you down, and one of their go-to tactics is demanding loyalty. If they can't get that, they'll settle for your submission instead. It's all about staying in control and keeping you beneath them. They won't let you forget that they're in charge, and they have plenty of subtle ways to get this point across. Speaking of submission, number 7. They pressure you to conform. The narcissist will pressure you to fit into their mold, saying things like, "You need to think like me." And when you don't, they'll only push harder. They want you to give up your individuality, see things their way, and eventually agree with them, as if saying, "You're always right, and I have to go along with whatever you say." That's exactly what they want you to think. They want you to conform to their needs and views, never the other way around. Number 8. They play the victim. Narcissists are great at dodging responsibility for their actions by playing the victim. They'll say things like, "You're the one who's always attacking me," or "I didn't do anything wrong," to shift the focus away from their actions. This response usually comes from the narcissist's lack of self-awareness and an unwillingness to admit their flaws. After all, in their eyes, they're perfect. That's why instead of reflecting on their behavior, they blame everyone else. In their story, they're always the victim, which makes you the villain who's ruining their life. By the way, make sure to subscribe if you've learned something new today. Number 9. They ridicule you through both words and actions. Another tactic they use is employing words, gestures, and nonverbal cues like eye rolling, sighing, or other dismissive behaviors. These actions are designed to convey ridicule and diminish your sense of worth. It's their way of saying, "You don't matter, and I want to break your spirit. I want to stop you from thinking that way." Number 10. They question your ideas and reasoning. Another trick narcissists often pull to break you down is by making you doubt your own reasoning. Ever tried to share your thoughts with them, only for them to respond to that with condescending questions? They might say something like, "Why would you even think that? No one else sees it that way." It's a subtle way of tearing down your perspective and your confidence. This ties into the next tactic. Number 11. They'll oppose your beliefs or opinions. Narcissists have a way of brushing off your perspective and making you feel like your opinions don't count. They enjoy invalidating you to break you down. If you say something like, "I prefer it this way," or "This makes sense to me," they'll likely come back with, "Let me tell you why you're wrong." It's all part of their game to make you doubt yourself. They thrive on arguments and will do anything to emerge the winner, even disregarding your viewpoints. And when they get angry when you insist on your point of view, things can blow up fast. It's their way of saying, "Challenge me, and you'll regret it." But here's what you should know. Not all their moves are loud and obvious. Sometimes they'll go passive-aggressive by shutting down emotionally and refusing to have a real conversation with you. And if you try to hold your ground when they're acting that way, especially when you show a reaction, guess what? They'll flip it on you, saying something like, "See, this just proves how flawed you are." Opposing you is all about keeping you off balance so they can stay in control. Number 12. They constantly correct you. When narcissists point out what they think are your mistakes, it's not coming from a place of love. It's all about correctness over love instead of love over correctness. They believe them being right matters more than being kind to you. So, what does that actually mean? It's just that their need to call out your so-called wrongs isn't about helping you. Rather, it's all about boosting their ego. You see, for them, being right is the ultimate goal. Correcting you is not about concern for your well-being or doing what's right. It's all about ensuring they stay on top and have control over you. In their world, being right makes them feel superior, which is why they keep correcting you. And if you liked this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment.